So I did a video the other day with this look. I've got a couple of requests to do a tutorial, so I'm bringing this to you. So I started with using a spoolie to brush my eyebrow hairs up, and then I needed to trim them. So just trim them on camera there for you, and I'm using the w.o.c micro brow pencil in chocolate. All right, and creating lines above and below my actual eyebrow hairs, and creating a new eyebrow shape, or really sticking to the shape but just making full eyebrows. I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Dip Pomade in chocolate. Just going in on the tail end of that eyebrow. Alright, and then I'm also using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Powder. And I believe that's the chocolate as well. And then the MAC Pro Long Wear Concealer, like the best concealer in the world. And that is an NC45. So just going above and below the eyebrow, just to sharpen it up, give it that perfect look. And using the w.o.c Control Freak Brow Gel. And making sure those hairs stay in place. Alright, on to the face. Using the Becca Evermatte Poreless Concealer, I forgot what's the rest of the name of it, and I'm just using that in my oily T-zone, and the Nivea I am using for throughout the rest of the face, and I'm just touching up the eyelids as well. Using Makeup Forever Camouflage Palette, and then I'm just going to correct a couple of areas since I am using a medium foundation. Alright, and so using the Naked Skin from Urban Decay, and because that is such a medium but buildable coverage, I'm just using the corrector on those areas, so I don't have to put, but maybe like one coat of foundation on. And I am in love with these Sigma Kabuki brushes. They are amazing. Okay, for the eyes, I'm using the Zoeva Cocoa Blend palette. And most of the brushes that I'll be using for the eyes will be Zoeva. Starting off with the Freshly Toasted. And then I'm using that as a transition. I really love that for the transition area. And then I'm going below the eye there, because I want to do the same color as above as well as below. And then I'm going in with Freshly Toasted, which is going to be right above the crease of the eye. And then I'm also going to pull that color below as well and go right along that lash line. Going back into the palette, I'm going to use the Pure Ganache. Pure Ganache is so pretty. And then I'm going to use the same eyeshadow brush and go back in with the Subtle Blend. And that is going to go in just the outer corner of the eye. Almost to the halfway point, but not quite. I'm going to use the Nude palette. And then I'm going to use the Faithful. And it is a lighter shimmer color. And I just want to give the inner corner of the eye more of a pop. And that is from the Balm. That's the volume 2. And you can check out my website, 7beautyinsideout.com, and it'll be along the products and reviews. Using the Wet n Wild there. And I really like that. I go in between the Wet n Wild gel liner and the Bobbi Brown. So I'm just creating a little bit of a wing, just a small wing there, before I move on to the High Def CN. I love that pencil from MAC. It is amazing. It's just such a bright color. Now, I'm using a little bit of the blue in the Makeup Forever 12 color flash palette. So that lighter blue color there, I'm using a little bit of that as well in order to kind of pull that color out and create a bit of wing. Then I'm going in here with the Blanco, or the white color, right in here in the waterline of the eye. And I love using that so much better than a pencil. Pencils can kind of poke you in the eye, and then you have to kind of rub it on your waterline. With that, you don't have to do it. I mean, it's so creamy. It's like butter. I'm using the Wet n Wild liquid eyeliner. Right in here is a picture of just a couple of the mascaras. I love these combinations. I start with the Dior Show Maximizer. Then I move on to the Benefit They're Real. And then I use the Miss Mango Rock. So here you see I am putting on the Vegas Nail Lashes that I picked up from, where did I buy those from? Target. Yep, Target. I did not know that Target had those, but I was moseying around in Target a couple days ago. I found them. Using the LA Girl Dark Cocoa Concealer, and I love using that in order to kind of contour. Whenever I use anything, generally I just use powders to contour, but sometimes, I don't know, I just like mixing it up, or depending on how dry my skin is, it's just easier for me to use, instead of using powders on top of powders with dry skin, and it's just easier to use a cream-based product. That's all. First time ever using this. So, oh my goodness, I wasn't quite sure about this concealer. And one thing I did notice about these Maybelline Instant Age Rewind, those are all, like the foundation, those are really light. I'm like, oh my goodness, you guys did not create this for all skin tones, like seriously? But apparently they did not. They have like the Maybelline Fit Me and things like that with darker colors, but I don't know what was up with that. Alright, and there you see the Sasha Buttercup. Oh my goodness. If you are looking for a setting powder, get Sasha, but even if you're not looking for a setting powder, get you some Sasha Buttercup. I mean, that stuff is amazing. I absolutely love it. Alright, and then I am setting this with a MAC loose powder. I'm really not going to get into that because it's it's no longer carried in the MAC stores. I found it actually in a what did I go for that? I forgot what they call it, what type of the store is it? Outlet. That it is, a makeup outlet. Alright, so using the NARS Frenzy. Using both of those today. So I'm using the gold highlighter there, and then the coral type orange blush. And then I love that MAC Duo brush there. It is amazing. You have the lighter side for your highlights, and then the darker side for the blush. Makes it easy. And I'm using this fan brush in the same gold in that NARS Frenzy palette. And I'm going to pop that right there on the brow bone. And then where this like non-existent cartilage is, or should be for the bridge, I've applied that there. Alright, and I went in with the Tarte Park Avenue bronzer. And then now for the lips, I'm using the MAC Chestnut Pencil. And then the Too Faced Melted Nude. Alright, there we go, a finished look. So thank you for joining me for this video. And I will have some information coming up soon for the giveaway.